Hey guys, welcome to another GGTV vlog. Today I'm going to be showing you snippets from day one of the Surge conference.
And now we can chill a little bit and have a conversation. Amen? Amen. And so I'd just like to urge my panelists to take up their mics. We would have asked for, anyway, we have to solve that problem. By location, I'm talking about people, so the right crowd or the right circle. Number two, I'm also talking about even locations physically, that there is a place where one idea, if you want to come and sell beachwear in this weather, for example, it's not going to happen. But if you come and sell cardigans here, probably in Limuru, you're going to have a good business. So where is a place of location in terms of your circle and in terms of even physical location that can help you appreciate problems better and have the right perspectives to deal with them?
That looks like a question that I was answering very well, going too well. But I will add to this. One of the things, there is a study that was done in America, and it was done on the basketball. I'm a follower of NBA. I think I have different like my scope.
Wait. Jordan or LeBron? Just one. Just
we only have one king. LeBron is the king.
I want to order of this.
What? Listen. The stats speak for themselves.
6 championships, we're just saying.
No, 40,000 and above.
6 rings, that's what we're saying.
So what happened? A study was done within the NBA community. And you see, they say, of all the people in the world that play basketball, only 1% make it to professional league. Now, when it comes to NBA, it's even a small number because every year, only 60 players are drafted all over the world.
Wow, all over the world.
All over the world, only 60 players are drafted in a year. The rest can come, but only 60 are drafted. Now, they looked at the people that are drafted and the success rate of NBA sons to make it to the NBA league is over 70%.
So the sons of players in the NBA.
Can you imagine that? That when you look at it right now, the NBA league is looking like a league of former players and the sons of the former players. That is how it has come. Now that comes to the place of environment.
Yeah.
You realize this is someone that is born when your father is playing the league. You're able to be taken through the motions of what it takes to be a professional player.
Yeah.
You grow up looking at the kind of investment and input your father puts in on a daily basis to become the best of the best in the world. And that creates a certain mindset, a certain environment, a certain ethic, and a certain ethos that by the time this person is at the age of 20 or 21, is a professional. It didn't begin when he was 20. It began when he was 5. And that kind of environment shapes people. Now, that was telling us about Indians, people that are giving that.
Where they were doing this is another one over there, we can try and see. So she was saying, they're inviting investors to come and see, and this is how you're going to do. At one of her most brokest moments in life, she was attending an investment event where to buy in is 150 million shillings, like to start. Like where the starting price to get into this investment. But what happens is when you're in a room with people where they're solving a problem of how do you get 150 million, it opens your mind. Guess what? There are people who solve problems for 150 million. It changes you mean where is there 150 million waiting for somebody to come? And the fact that you're in that environment suddenly becomes like, oh, you know what? Yes, it happens. How do you do it? It's not just the same way. And being around that kind of person is going to help you to think differently. And so get in the right environment. If you're interested in a specific business, be around those kind of business people. Go there, see the thing, experience it, and it'll open your mind.
I know, especially for founder, was heading things, but at some point, she saw it fit that let someone else take the baton and take the business to her. I'm still involved, yes, but let another mind now come in, which means this thing now can stand by itself and it can get another captain. I'm privileged to have a bit of an idea of your background and how you got to what you do at the moment. And you've been mentored by great minds so far. And at some point, there had to be a transition. From what you've seen, from where you've worked, from where you're working right now, how do you steward a transition to ensure that the business still remains intact, but it can be transferred either in terms of transgenerational or just the founder deciding, you know what, I need fresh minds. I need different perspectives going forward to take the business to another level.
Wow, that's a very interesting question and with a also very straightforward answer. You see, transitions, number one, it's a mindset. Everything starts and stops with a mindset. I like what Bishop David Oyedepo says. He says, even serving in church, you have to serve with a stakeholders mindset. Have the ownership mindset, because that is what the Bible taught us. Have that mindset that, you own this thing, able to replicate yourself, that in your absence, nothing will be lost. Because remember, Pastor preached very well and he said, we serve a God who is also an investor, who expects a return. And you have to be, with the simple, talents that you've been given, you have to multiply. Even if you multiply times 1 or times 5, you have to do multiplication. And at that point, the only point you'll be able to qualify to go to the next level. So I trained these 5 team members. And training starts from the basic things like grooming. How do you dress up to work? Because they always say you'll be addressed the way you are dressed. Okay?
You'll be addressed the way you dress.
Correct. So how do you dress up? How do you speak? How are you quick, slow? There's a reason you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Meaning you should be listening more and speaking less. And also the grace to discern when to speak and when to remain quiet. That's something that you cannot teach and sit down and say, today I'll be taking you a lesson about keeping quiet. You can't. But through your actions, through how you carry out yourself, it's something that will be wrapped to each other. I spent a lot of time with my group CEO, Dr. James Moria. And the other day, my colleagues were making a joke of me. They were telling me, we realized now also it's like you started speaking like this man. And I didn't realize it, but because of just that, hearing him pitching to clients, how he does it, how do you speak, when to take a pause, allow the investor to digest the information, allow him to give you feedback. As I was here, by God's grace, the reason why I was late for the panel is because I had a meeting at 5 o'clock with one of our investors. So he paid the courtesy visit. He said he will come see me in church. So I had to go and sit and listen to him and make sure that I address all his needs. So that is part of grooming. But also for me, I've only grown to be where I am because I've exposed myself in a space where I can be able to learn. So not everyone in Centum has the privilege of accessing the group CEO every day. Okay? But for me, that I have that access. Once I have that access, once I learn, I have to present myself to my colleagues in a way that they can be able to learn. I have to share. I tell them, hey, this is what I learned. Now sit down and pitch to you the way I had the boss pitch. That way, even me, I'm perfecting my skill. The next time I'm given an opportunity, maybe I pitch well, I might be promoted.